Hey everybody, this is Dan from Valar Morghulis. All men must die. Today we'll be doing the war recap. I lost details on 155. It was against the Asian clan. We ended up beating them. The matchmaking wasn't very nice to them. But the matchmaking here really worked out for both sides. We fought this Italian war clan here called Bad News. Bad News put up anti-3 bases. They used hog attacks on us primarily, and I thought they were pretty decent. It kind of reminds me of where Valar Morghulis was roughly 9 or 10 months back. You know, we were still trying things, still working out concepts, and I think we got it pretty well ironed out, putting up a 99.68% near perfect war against these guys. Everybody just came out rolling first attack, 3 stars on not the most difficult bases I've ever seen, but um, I can show you the war events here. We had like a 1 star from the start, but then we were like, oh, okay, we got an idea. And they had a good mix of like lava hounds, dragons, and then back to lava hounds, and you got like a couple wizards. So you had to kind of guess what the CC was on the very first attack, but we were just rolling out 3 stars, and it was just a lot of fun. Our first we didn't 3 star the number one player, but Rach did beat the base. So man, that was pretty much a 6 star war for her. She actually crushed number two without using any spells. Tried to draw a smiley face in it with haste and rages. I like that. Immortal Mal already beat number two. I got a replay for that. Sir Sama put up a 6 star war. We got Ramsey 6 star war, and Daniel ATX came up with a 6 star war to Mao. Man, like it's his job. 6 star. Another guy, Methodon 6 star, like crazy. Knife 6 stars, and these guys 6 star like it's their job. Um, really, um, Monarch Dark Knight holding it down with the 6 stars. The Town Hall 8 group and doing all right. I got a really good replay here from, let's see, Immortal Mao coming down on number two. I got to look through it in the recent events because Rage like stomped the base inside of like a minute and a half using no spells. It's pretty hilarious. Town Hall 11 advantage, but it's just this is okay base. I wouldn't really want to Laloon this base. I mean, I gave it like maybe a CB Laloon, but here, man, we're just gonna use the immortal attack. So boom, you just storm it down. And the reason why I'd want to use maybe like a CB personally, me personally, is because I don't like those sweepers in the middle. And if they have Teslas in there, and they do, they're kind of nasty. Now this here is a first attack 3 star on this base. So right now he's trying to kind of shave off the edge, but he's also trying to pull the CC. So now he still has 15 loons in the bag, and there's still 5 lava hounds. You still have to push relatively deep in this base. He doesn't like that Tesla there on the bottom right. He's going to handle that. This base is definitely asking for an air attack because even though the core is like kind of strong against loons, the expos are down, so he's just asking for it. And when you have your air defenses all spread and balanced like that, you really create nice anchor points to absorb all the defenses that could fire in on loons. But they'll never reach it there. If you watch the deployment here, he's put them down very aggressively. It's like tap, 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 tap. So everything here on the south side, he emptied out his loons, and he's just using his haste to kind of fight against the sweeper here just for a moment to kind of drive them in. Another critical aspect of why this attack succeeded is because there wasn't one loon down there. It wasn't 2 loons. There wasn't 3 loons. There was 4 loons that came up out of the south side and was able to peel off that Tesla that was on the south side of this square-shaped core. If that thing was still alive, it would be doing significant damage to the loons. Because the thing about law loons is, you gotta like not have your loons get hit. You want your lava hounds to absorb everything. But he ends up smacking down this bases, uses heroes to knock off a couple of the defenses there on the side that he used to lure from. That way he was able to knock off that last Tesla and other defenses there. And there's not one lava hound that exploded. Well, there is just one. There's one, two, three, four lava hounds there that are just hanging out, flying around. But he has the extra 30 seconds to play with. We don't really run out of time a lot. As long as you can kind of beat the base, the game's pretty forgiving in the current state of the game. So that's 4 lava hounds. 4 lava hounds that didn't break. Four. Four. That's ridiculous. Not the best anti-3 kind of base. They it was almost like a base that was like a lot of these bases were transitioning to effective 3 stars, or anti three kind of bases. And there's just so much dragon flower concepts here that were just, that's his other base he hit. So much dragon flower that was used, and I don't think that it was is all that effective. We end up really exploiting some of these bases. Here's a really good one here from Ramsey Bolton. Here's the dragon flower concept. These bases have significant flaws to them, and he just hits it with the old school HDH. I haven't shown an HDH in a while. We've been switching it over to, we got some Valk attacks. We got a lot of Laloons, man. I'm telling you, we probably crushed, like, this is a 25-man war. We probably beat at least 5 or 6 bases with just immortal attacks. A really important aspect here on every HDH is be able to get on top of that air defense with a rage, and your giants will do the trick as long as your healers are rage. So you only need 3 of them, and this here just goes to show you how powerful this attack is. And I've made a video specifically about this kind of attack before. He's throwing in the surgical hogs, and what he's trying to do is eliminate the backside defenses. Now, there's no real good double giant bomb sites on the rest of his base except for like that side. So he's hogging into the double giant bomb spots, and he had 3 heals, but the hogs are going to get chewed up, especially with the skeletons and the BK on that side, and the Teslas and the Expos are shooting in on him. Man, it's just like way too much pressure. It's just too much pressure for the heals. So these hogs are gonna fizzle out. But that's the beauty of the HGH, man. This year's a first attack 3-star on this guy, and he just didn't know what to expect that much. But this works. It works. All right. He's got 2 minutes to beat this base. Are there any air defenses? No. Does he have 3 healers? Yes. So how is that cannon, that BK, and that archer tower supposed to stop his 2 heroes at this point in those wizards? They're not. So he has his attack in the back. See, that's the thing about the HGH attack. It's not just like hogs beat the base. That's a go-ho. Okay, so the golems get the objectives down, but it's up to the hogs to beat the base. On HGH, you might be in a situation where like, oh, everything's dead, but your 3 healers are still alive and the queen's still alive. Now you got like literally a queen walk that happens all over the base. Your heroes are able to get the job done. You could have a set of giants still up, like his giants fizzled out due to pathing. They've just fizzled out, and one is not effective. But it's an effective attack. I've shown it a number of times before. Crushing high end bases. Here's a well put together Town Hall 9. Just getting smacked down, and it looks like oh, this is a sloppy attack. Nah, man, this is how HGH works. It just works. It's hard to explain, but if the mechanics are there, if you look at the base, you're gonna have that 3 stars, man. And there's more than one way to do these bases, man. Everybody has their preference. I feel like a lot of people were able to attack within their preferences in this war. Like here, I got a nice one here from Cole. He's been working well with the go-hos lately. Loves attack. He's gonna bring it on in. I believe this was a second attack. I mean, I can double check that, but we'll pretend it's a first attack. I like how it's put together. He really brings the answer. You don't really need a first attack, or second attack. This stuff, because the plan was really effective. I like this, man. Look at how the wall breaker just really opened up this base. Look how effective this funnel is. And that is 7 Valks rolling in. Oh, man, they're going to chew up that BK. Here it comes. Oh, took out 2/3 of his health. Another swing, he's down. Queen's like, what's going on over there? Archer Queen's dealing with that Lava Hound. Get the heal spell down and top all these Valks off. Here it comes, man. They're tripping the bombs. You get the rage down. Queen blows up. The whole core just starts being nuked. Ain't much left of this base. That Expo there has a double giant bomb set, I think, on the other side of it, I think. And I don't think there's one next to the cannon. But, there's something in that range. So all he does is just puts down an extra jump spell, leads the Valks into that area. The Valks will scatter. I mean, they're just so crazy. They're hard to control. All the bombs are blown in this base. 20 hogs go down. Dude, there's no way how this base is going to be like, beat those hogs. 20 hogs, no bombs. I mean, yeah, he's hitting spring traps, but this base is done. This base is done. That's effective planning, dude. All he had to do was wall break, heal, rage, and a jump to finish to just drag him into that next bomb spot. That's all you gotta do. I mean, I wonder how much this attack actually took out of his day, to plan. I've had attacks that take me over an hour to think about. This one here, it looks simple. Sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, man. He's got cleanup. I think there's no, there's nothing here on the bottom, but I mean, there's enough hogs. This is easy in the bag. 3 stars. Boom, gets it swag down and everything. That's how I do it. I like this other attack here, Sir Sama. One of our newer guys, been looking to feature him. Likes attack. You see one jump? Nah, you see 2 jumps. Now, we're going to stone golem across this entire base. Stone 3 golems. Get a nice wide funnel. Bringing it in. I like this attack because he's already solving the BK issue. He looked at the BK's range. BK would step out and fight that golem. Wizzies take him down. The hogs. Look at that. You put down a couple hogs. You got those defenses out on the inside. And then he wall broke in. That way, his golems reroute to this other compartment. And then he's going to jump across both of them. He ain't going to quake it. All right, we were debating quake ranges versus jump ranges within this war, and we were just throwing around ideas. And I really like how this one goes. So he puts down a jump there, puts down a jump there. I mean, you can't get the range bad here. I mean, look, that whole area, that whole compartment is now open, and it's open for the next 40 seconds. So he has enough to get it done, and he even brought a haste just to make sure his units could kind of shift and reposition and maneuver to help him out with this, because he's got a 40-second countdown, and then this stuff closes back up. So he puts on the haste to kind of make this stuff a little bit more efficient. Puts in his hogs as the units there are locked on the golems, and there's nothing that actually holds the golems once that area is broken down. There's nothing that holds the golems in the area, so they go back to that core. And as long as you get the golems in the core, well, now the Teslas and the Expos, well, now they're stuck on the golem. He's off there tripping bombs, and you're just slowly reinforcing the hogs as they roll through this base. I mean, how many hogs does this guy still have? I mean, has anything actually hit a spring trap? I don't know. Is there like 20 hogs there? There's nothing left of this base. And it's done. It's done. We even got wizards on the bottom. Queen barely even hurt. Throws down a swag heal. This attack was sick. Disgusting. So sometimes, man, this is my preference. Double jump it. That's just me. I was thinking about coming out with a video on that strategy and discussing that a little bit more, but man, double jump. Like that. If I'm not featuring your attack, I may put something together for you guys tomorrow. I got some really good content. I'm doing a strategy video. Big problem here with this base. Easy lure. He's gonna wreck that. And I like how this attack was handled. So he comes in here out of the bottom right. He opens this all up with wall breakers, puts down enough breakers so he blows that entire area up. And it was so tight, it didn't have it didn't have a good wall formation to really spread, the actual splash damage of the wall breakers. So this base is completely open at this point. Everything's going to reroute around. The placement of the jump is going to bring the golem. See how he's repathing around versus just going up and be like, oh, what's going on, Tesla? Things are actually pushing into the core. That golem and all that stuff that's in the core, we want to knock out that expo. The bombs here are probably next to the expos. So he's going to handle it as so. Soul Deceiver, Smart Hogger. This is how it's gonna work, man. The BK, those golems, those skeletons. Here we go, solving one double giant bomb, and the queen blows one, so she blew the connecting pathing to that expo. So she's looking pretty good, and he's gonna go ahead and fire off the ability, gets the expo down, gonna knock out that wizard tower, and now we're left with next to no splash for 17 hogs on the board. And he still has 2 heals left in the bag to recover and drive across that wizard tower and those 2 Teslas. This is nuts. So this attack, slam dunk. It's going to be 3 stars. So he's got a Wizzy on south, Wizzy on top, cleanups all over the place. Probably still 12 hogs left. Um, their attacks were decent, but not smooth like this one. Man, 3 stars. Let's check this out from Andy. I like this one here. All right, so we got another Valk attack. I like how this one's put together. Here's what's gonna happen, guys. We're coming in out of the south, coming up the gut. He throws down a jump. Now I'm gonna pause it, but if you look at it, specifically that area there that's right next to the sweeper, what you need is you need your jump spell to brush the bottom edge of a wall in order to actually say that, hey, this is open, and that they can actually accept the buff. Because what it is, it's like an enhancement, and it lasts for like, it's like it ticks every like 0.25 seconds or 0.20 seconds. I forgot the mechanics on that, but it enhances the units that can go across it. So all the units do is they check to see, like, I can accept that buff by ignoring the wall within that range. So we debated if this could reach, but it does reach. Watch how this plays out, because all you need is, like, you need the buff range to be a pickup point. So that corner, that very bottom corner with the junction there where that purple wall meets the brick wall, is actually covered by the jump spell, so the units can path into that. They pick up the buff spell, and then as you see, it doesn't actually cover the next wall into the queen compartment, but it's not that big a deal at this point, because that queen compartment, her pad shares, it touches that wall, so like 90% of the time that queen is going to hop that wall. So this attack's already in the bag, I'll tell you that, especially with 6 Falcons that are about to roll up in there. But he doesn't want to just get that, he wants to get into that clan castle compartment, and I'll show you how it's going to work out. So everything's moving up. We got a really nice funnel here. They do hack on the wall for a moment. Yeah, that's right, they don't pick it up. I'm sorry, I had that a little bit wrong. But they do hack on the wall, and they're able to actually wreck the Tesla. But at this point, the jump actually functions into that wall, and not the point I referenced. But what's cool about this is that there is a rage spell down on top of that jump spell, which enhances the unit's movement speed. So I can't control how the ticks are going to work on the movement, the jump spell itself. But when you enhance the unit's movement speed into a jump spell and through it and on the way out of it, they carry that enhancement from the I ignore walls jump effect throughout. So they actually end up on the other side of that before it wears off. So they end up on the other side of that wall, whereas normally I don't think they would have been able to pull that off. And then he pulls off this sweet hogging, man. Just the perfect hog run with that, all those non-defense buildings there in the middle that he already cleared out, and then the town hall's right there. Like, oh, it's just the sweetest hog path, and man, this is really good hog attacks. There's a really good attacks here that I will feature on tomorrow's video, and those ones are going to be pretty detailed. These ones here, I feel like, man, they look straightforward, but this here's just a well thought out attack, man. Really like that jump. We debated if it was going to work. Damn it, it worked. Look at that, 3 stars. And I wanted to show this attack from Hitman. Alright, so Hitman coming on with the the high value CB Laloon. Now I'd be scared to do CB Laloons on this, because when you have a lot of like trash buildings up front, I find that there's a lot of wear and tear on your golems. But look at what he's going to get here. He brings a large enough kill squad. He's also going to power through all this stuff, because you got to deal with the BK, man. And Lava Hound comes out. So it's all stuff that's going to slow you down. Look at what he's getting with this attack, though. He doesn't have to. He's not using his rage here. I mean, he could, but he's not going to. He wrecks all this stuff. He gets all these high value objects. We got the I'm getting tongue twisted right now. We got the air defense. You got an archer tower. You got 2 wizard towers, and just proper loon placement, man. Very aggressive loon placement, saving two for the back end, and just raging them on in, man. Just moving them in, and they're gonna roll and crush all this stuff. And the reason why he chose rages here is because, as you see, his loons are kind of getting opened on, and you don't want them to slow down at this point, because if they get slowed down because like they got to do two drops versus one drop, it's just more damage on the lava hounds, and they're popping all over the place. Especially with that the two Teslas there on the back end. So his golem or his lava hound's getting a lot of wear and tear, but he ends up flooding this base, and he gives himself a really hard time every time he does a 3-star. But man, Hitman, solid attacker. This was actually a 9-star war for him because his mini was holding it down in the Town Hall 8 group. He gives himself such a hard time, but nah, man, look at this. This here, that's some proper CB Laloon, probably better than I could put together. Um, Looks sharp, man. It's gonna be 3 stars. And then we'll finish up with a nice Town Hall 8 hit. I like this one. We've been seeing a lot of dragon attacks, with the Zapquake. And I really like these. Actually really like these Town Hall 8 Hagen. I think it's pretty straightforward, and I like this setup here. So now we're gonna slam dunk the 4 Quakes down, open this whole sucker up. Because what's sketchy about this base is like everything around that air sweeper. It's like, where are the bombs? It's just kind of weird. You got ground skeletons, like all sort of bad stuff. You got loons and giants coming in. I don't know who chose that CC. I think a dragon here would be a little bit better, but whatever. The Wizards are going to make short work of that. Sends in the hogs. Look at how they're going to path, though. All the defense buildings are like super tight, so they have no reason to peel on out if our golems and wizards are taking care of the bottom right side of this base. And those little golems, look at, they move on up, blowing giant bombs, eating spring traps. That's cool. And then our hogs, well, the hogs got 2 heals, and they can roll through the rest of this base, and we're good, man. Yeah, I mean, having skeletons chew on your hogs, especially when they're rolling in that wizard tower, that sucks. Ooh, that's a nasty hit there. But look at that, man, crushing it, crushing it. Still has the hogs, still has the cleanup on the board. He's got this stuff in the bag. Takes him a minute to do the cleanup because he lost a lot of hogs there on that very last pop. Unfortunately, his golems got worn down a little bit. But it's going to be 3 stars. Alright guys, this is Dan. I got another video for you guys tomorrow. We'll actually talk about some strategy, and then probably after that I got another recap. We're in a real nice war right now, and we'll see how it turns out. I think we're going neck and neck. I like our attacks in the war so far. I'm opted out because I'm busy at work. But there you go, guys. It's going to be 3 stars for the Dark Knight. Really good attacks all around. If I didn't give you a feature, man, everybody, thanks for putting it together. Near perfect war. It was good. It was good. And then if I didn't say anything yet on Rage, I'm pretty sure I did. But if I didn't, that base was beat. But Town Hall 11s have too many buildings. And all the defensive buildings were destroyed, and we were on cleanup phase, and we just fell a couple seconds short. Sucks. That's what it is. Alright, man. Bad news. Good game. And good game to everybody who played. Alright, guys. Take care.